live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by me, your girl Lashia. Join me as I discuss social topics, spotlight independent artists, and share financial tips. Join the conversation. I want to hear what you have to say. Think Different TV, where minds meet. You're the reason I wake up, the reason I smile. What? You mean to tell me Think Different TV has their own merch website? I just don't believe it. What? They have hoodies, mugs, toddler tees, kid classic pullovers, bucket hats, stainless steel water bottles, woman comfort tees, crew socks, kids premium tees, baby onesies, even a premium cotton t-shirt for men. And what is that? You can use the code EARLYBIRD to get 5% off of your order. And if you have Afterpay, you can split the payments. Oh my gosh, like this is just unbelievable. What colors do we have? Ooh. Fancy. That's nice. Mike returns and he faces off with Shiloh Kai. Who will be victorious in this episode of Think Different TV's Player Pass? Find out by tuning in Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Think Different TV YouTube channel. Imagine a high-stakes trivia game show where contestants face off in intense battles of wit, strategy, and nerve. Every decision matters. You can take a chance on yourself or your competitor with the ultimate goal to come out on top and win the grand prize. It's not just about knowledge, it's about strategy, guts, and the thrill of uncertainty. Our enigmatic host, Bubbles, guides contestants through the ultimate trivia showdown. This is Think Different TV's Player Pass. Are you ready to pop? Catch Think Different TV's Player Pass every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Think Different TV YouTube channel. Enjoying the show? Big fan of trivia game shows? Would you like to be a contestant on Tdtv's Pop? We'd love to have you. Contact us at 267-225-1824 or email Lashia.
Mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business.
Hey, you're watching my mommy on Think Different TV.
I'm coming in hot.
What's up, y'all? What's up? Welcome to another episode of Think Different TV, where minds meet. I am your host, Lashia. What's up, y'all? How y'all been? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling right now? I had to go without makeup today, man, because I have a little bit of a headache, so I'm not all done up like I usually am to do this episode of Think Different TV. So I hope y'all could bear with me just a smidgen. All right. Sound good? Sounds okay? Because I want to make sure that that when I get into this topic, y'all really hear what I gotta say. All right. So y'all, how y'all feeling? So just real quick, some quick announcements. You got King George of Black Magazine 31. Black Magazine 31 is on IG. King George is the curator and creator of, isn't it the same word? Creator, I don't know. Of Black Magazine 31. Make sure you check him out, or Black 31 Magazine. But on Instagram, it's Black Magazine 31. If you want to find this young man, follow him. He has digital copies available as well as physical copies. So make sure you go ahead and check that young man out. This was the first issue that I was featured in. And here's the second one, the Women's History Edition with the beautiful India Rose on the cover. So again, shout out to King George. Make sure y'all go ahead and follow him on IG at Black Magazine 31. All right, we got Birth by the Code by LO. These tracks, it's a whole album. I'm on tracks 9 and 13. Birth by the Code, again by LO. Make sure you go ahead and check it out. It is on YouTube. It's also streaming on all major platforms. All right. The Tournament of Champions is underway thus far. It will air November of 2024. So make sure y'all go ahead and check that out. And Think Different TV's Player Pass is tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the Think Different TV YouTube channel. So please tune in. Tonight is Think Different TV, which is every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time right here on I can't even say stuff right. Excuse me. Yeah, on all those times across the country. Shout out to my Tdtv fam all over the country. I appreciate you guys because you could be anywhere, but you choose to be right here on the Think Different TV YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. YouTube, of course. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell on my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any new episodes, replays, or exclusive interviews from Think Different TV. Also, let's share the love by sharing the live. After you share, comment hashtag Tdtv. Okay, make sure y'all share. This joint is gonna be crazy tonight. It's gonna be a lot said. I hope y'all ready for the ride. Buckle up. Invitation by Jarrell. Shout out to you, Queen. Been rocking out with me since the beginning of the show. Shout out to our sponsor, Euphoria Water. Let's get into this. We got a really good topic tonight. Energy vampires. And I know I kind of look like one right now. I look like I either look like a vampire or I look like someone who has been drained from a vampire. And yes, energy vampires are real, guys. So let me throw that up there. This is today's topic. Energy vampires, man. The crazy thing about it is that sometimes you don't even know that you're dealing with an energy vampire until it's too late, until you've already had all the energy sucked out of you and you're like, what the heck happened and why do I feel this way? And particularly, why do I feel this way around this person all the time? Every time they come into my space, I feel drained. I feel tired. I feel, overwhelmed. People can make you feel like that. And namely, energy vampires can make you feel like that. So no, I'm not talking about your kids. If you say, oh, my kids are energy vampires because they're always draining me and sucking the life out of me. No, the kids, We're going to talk about adults who are knowingly, like they know what they're doing, or, they just require so much of you to sustain in their own life that slowly it drains away the energy that you have as a human being yourself, right? So let's get into it, all right? There are energy vampires and sometimes we don't know what they are. We don't know what to look for. We don't know, but I'm going to play these videos so you can have an idea of what to look for if you want to know what an energy vampire is. All right, here we go.
I want you to be aware of people who seem to never be thriving. They're never having any success. They're never having any good luck. Listen here. These people run away blessings. They aren't able to obtain blessings because they're negative. They're energy vampires. They're pessimistic, and a lot of them are even lazy. They're usually entitled, and they feel that they deserve things that they have not worked hard for. And they don't mind making other people who are successful lose things. These are typically the miserable losers in life. I know it sounds really harsh, but that's what they are. And they'll get mad at you for being successful, but still want to deal with you so they can leech off of you. They literally need people like us, our energy. They need our resources, our knowledge. They need our motivation, our inspiration, because they don't have it. Hear me when I say these type of people are opportunists. They are users. And the moment that you decide to say no to these energy vampires, just know they're going to treat you with the most disgusting discard that you've ever seen before. So if you are dating, if you are trying to build a friendship, or trying to even restore a relationship with a family member, and you see they're consistent losing, you move your behind. Because it's them losing first. After dealing with them, it's you losing next. Y'all be good, and y'all stay safe.
5 signs that someone is an energy vampire.
But first, my name is Sade. I speak about all things spiritual. If you're into that type of thing, go ahead and give me a follow. Whether it's you or someone else that you know, we all know somebody in our lives that will drain the crap out of you. But the more aware you are, the more you can keep your boundaries up and protect your energy. That being said, 1 of the most obvious signs is that you literally feel so drained around them. I'm not talking about like life has you beat down type of drain. I mean like there's no reason for you to be this tired, and when they leave, you literally have your energy come right back up. If this is happening, protect your energy, y'all. 2, try calling your energy back. Like literally say that I now call my energy back from every person, place, or thing that it doesn't belong to, and I seek my own energy in peace and positivity and love, and see who reaches out to you. I've done this a few times, and you'd be surprised who immediately reaches out to you. And it's a lot of times it's a few people, and it's random. Trust me. They look for you to fix all of their life issues. And when it comes to yours, they're not around for you. While we're at it, I guess it's on the same number. They also blame everyone for their issues. They're never wrong. Nothing is ever going on with them. It's always somebody else. Protect your energy. Or always have drama going on in their life. If they don't, they're also so negative. Literally, every time you talk to them, it's something going wrong. Guys, everything that you're trying to do in life to make yourself better is like an uphill battle. This is especially true if it's someone close to you. It's because they're sucking the life out of you. Stay woke. Anyways, I hope it resonated. Like, follow, save, and share it to any spiritual friends who may have an energy vampire around them.
5 signs you might be dealing with an energy vampire. But what's an energy vampire? An energy vampire is a toxic person who drains you of your emotional energy. And here's how you can spot one. Number 5, they don't take any accountability. This is the person who always blames everyone else for their problem. Nothing is ever their fault. And they always have an excuse for something. Number 4, they're always involved in drama. They love to gossip and tell you about their drama in hopes that you will fix it. Number 3, they always one-up you. It doesn't matter how good your news is. They won't celebrate your success. Instead, they'll try to shift the focus back onto them. 2, they diminish your problems and highlight their own. This one is draining. You can never go to an energy vampire to talk about your feelings or something you're going through, because chances are they're going through something worse. Number 1, they guilt trip you, criticize you, and make passive-aggressive remarks. This is pretty self-explanatory.
So thanks to the Daily Mind Fuel, shout out to all those TikTok creators who shared, examples of energy vampires, including this TikToker, the Daily Mind Fuel. They say it's 4 different types of energy vampires. So I'm going to go through each type, and you let me know in the comments if you've ever come across somebody who was that. You don't gotta say the person's name, you ain't gotta put them on blast. You can just say, wow, I've dealt with that type of energy vampire. Sometimes people deal with 1, 2, 3, even all 4 of these energy vampires, and sometimes people deal with all of these 4 types in one person. So here we go. The energy drainer. This energy vampire constantly brings negativity, pessimism, and complaints into your life. They have a knack for draining your positive energy, leaving you feeling exhausted and depleted after spending time with them. It's nothing worse than having somebody that you've built a rapport with, that now sees you as a safe place to land all of their troubles, all of their worries, all of their fears, all of their problems, right, at your feet, on your neck, on your back, everything. They pretty much wrap you up in in negative energy and drain all of your positive energy away. I've been in situations where I've been friends with someone who every time you talk to them, they always bring it up something negative. It could be a beautiful day outside and they're like, oh my gosh, these mosquitoes. Like they'll make a big deal out of a very small thing that is possibly negative just to blow it all the way up and let it overtake the positive experience. And when you have that type of friend that you always have to cheer up, that you always have to reaffirm over and over and over again, and use your positive energy to keep reinforcing good things with this person, like they're never happy. They're always very Eeyore, like Eeyore from off of Winnie the Pooh. Always very down and out, never happy. And then you're like Big Bird, you always trying to cheer them up, or being a Squidward and you're a SpongeBob trying to always cheer up this person every time you turn around. And this person can never be satisfied. They eat up your energy like it's candy. Like they just love gobbling all of your energy up. And that's when you have to realize that type of person is not for you, and you need to just move on. All right. So if you ever dealt with an energy vampire who drains the energy from you, literally every time you talk to them, it's always the negative that they're talking about. They always see the glass as half empty. They never want to have fun. They always find some type of problem with having fun. Yeah, that's an energy vampire. You need to get rid of them. All right, ASAP. All right. Here's number 2. The emotional black hole. Emotional damage. This energy vampire constantly seeks emotional support and validation from others, but rarely offers any in return. They drain your energy by constantly venting their problems and emotions without regard for your own well-being. All right, I'm gonna let that sit up there for a little bit. Let that sink in. Y'all got it? So I'm not gonna lie. The reason why I decided to do this topic is because I went from not working at a job to working at a job. And I forgot the different personalities you may run into when you're working at a job. And we do have emotional vampires, energy vampires at the job. All right. And the emotional black hole is real. Okay. It's so real. It's like everything is like me. Focus your attention on me. I'm having a meltdown. I'm having a bad day. Console me, make me feel better, make me feel better, make me feel better. And then as soon as you have a problem or issue, something's wrong in your life, like something that you should legit be upset and emotional about, they always want to change the subject. They don't want to, I don't want to talk about that negative stuff right now, which is crazy because I knew somebody like that. Like, I don't want to hear none of that negative stuff right now. Like, I'm trying to turn up. I'm trying to be happy and this and the third. But let it be the shoe on the other foot.
and they have something that happened to them, and they may not be as devastating. They might have just lost a pair of shoes that they really, really liked, and they're like so down about it. Oh, I lost a pair of shoes. And you have to stop everything to cater to their emotional wound. And then, but you can legit be crying because like your grandmom died, and they're like, oh, well, I don't really want to talk about all that right now. Like, I don't like to really talk about death. Death is sad and this, that, and third. I don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about it because it has nothing to do with them. It has nothing to do with their emotional well-being. So they're like, I don't care. I don't care. You ever go in? One thing that I don't like sometimes is some people like to just dump their trauma and baggage at my feet. And without first asking, hey, is it okay if I share this with you right now? I'm going through something real crazy right now. I wanted to just kind of get it off my chest. I am a massage therapist, but I'm not like a licensed therapist. Surprisingly, none of my clients really go and talk about their personal whatever they got going on. But coworkers would just lay their problems at my feet. I could literally just walk in, clock in, put my bag down before I even register that I'm even at work. Because sometimes it'd be like that. You be in a fog, you just be trying to get from this place to that place. You just making moves. You this where you here, you here, you here, you here, you here. I get to work and I put my stuff down and I'm like, I clock in, I'm just checking my schedule, and then this person, oh, and then they do that because they want you to say, what's wrong? Ah, gotcha, bitch. Because they want you to say that so they can hook you in. And now you are listening to literally 30, 40 minutes of them bitching about something that is easy, like not even that big of a deal. But you can't say that because then you'll look like an asshole, and you don't want them to be like, oh, you don't care about my feelings, because they will be the first ones to be cussing you out or make you feel some way because you're not participating in their little emotional pity party. And so, yeah, like I can't tell you the amount of times that happened to me just in the few weeks of me being back at work. And me, I think I'm just too nice of a person sometimes. I don't like people to not feel heard or validated or felt. So I mm, I give into what they are feeling and everything. I'm an empath too. So I'm a mama bear. I want to take care of everybody. And sometimes it comes at the expense of my own mental well-being and my own emotions and all of that stuff. So yeah, it'd be crazy because they just would talk to you. And they would talk, and it was like not even take a breath or nothing like that. You be like, damn, like how could you talk for like 30 minutes straight? I have a topic that I'm talking about though, so don't say that about me. But people that literally can go on and talk about themselves nonstop, and then they don't let you talk. They just want you to be there to listen to what they're saying. And then once they get it all off of you, I mean off of them, and they put it on you, man, you gotta carry this yuckiness for the rest of the day because someone chose to not give a damn about how you feel about something and just put all that yuckiness on you. So yeah, beware of those emotional black holes because they can never be satisfied. Never. If you know somebody like that, you probably thinking like right now, like, oh, I know somebody like that right now. Like every time they call me, it'd be like, it start off like, girl, and you know you're gonna be on the phone for like a straight probably hour or two with them just venting about everything and anything that's going on in their lives. As soon as you start wanting to talk about yourself, oh girl, I gotta go. I didn't even realize it was this time. Oh my gosh, like I can't believe I was on the phone this long. Next time, just tell me I'm talking too much. Anyway, girl, I gotta go. But you didn't get a chance to say anything. Emotional black holes. Okay. So make sure y'all watch out for them type of people. All right. Then you got the victim. This energy vampire constantly plays the victim, seeking sympathy and attention from others. They drain your energy by constantly complaining, refusing to take responsibility for their actions, and making you feel responsible for their happiness. All right. The whole woe is me, I'm a damsel in distress, dame in distress, whatever you want to call it. Oh, the world is always against me. People hate me. You don't hate me though, right? This, that, the third. Like, why do I feel like I always have to come in and cheer you up? How are you not capable of encouraging yourself and cheering your own ass up? Why do I always have to turn around and cheer your ass up? Like, you need to take responsibility for your own happiness, and you need to take accountability for the shit that you do. Because a lot of times, the stuff that people be like, some people, some energy vampires, they'll tell you the story, and they definitely won't. The crazy thing about it is that they're sometimes brutally honest about their part in what happened, but they won't take accountability for it. Like, they'll be like, yeah, sure, I showed up to his mama house and broke out all the windows and everything like that. I mean, it was a crazy day. Like, it was a lot going on. My mental wasn't all the way there. You know, it didn't give them no right to come and come to my house to break out my windows. Like, that was crazy. Like, how you gonna come to my house to break out my windows? And, you know, people like, wait a minute. You say you went to his mama's house and broke out the windows? Yeah, girl. Listen, he was talking reckless, and like he was on the phone and he said something like, I dare you to come over here and do that to my mom's house. And I was like, bet. And I went over there and I broke all the windows out. And then all of a sudden he wanna sit up there talking something, he gonna call the cops on me. Like, you a whole dude, you gonna call the cops? Like, what are you talking about? Now, legit, this is an actual conversation that I had with someone who refused to take accountability for their part in the fray, and they thought that they were right for what they did, and they turned around and you know who else plays the victim card a lot? And it's an energy vampire. If you already said it to the screen, yes, I'm going to reaffirm what you said. Those Karens out there who want to complain about everything, soon as they turn the tides on them, they want to turn on the tears and say, whoa, listen, they are energy vampires too. They want to suck the life out of people who are just minding their business and doing what they need to do to get to the next phase in life. They don't give a damn. They just want to just complain. Then when you take and retaliate, because they want to get a rise out of you. Once they get a rise out of you, and they do that to you, now they don't want. They won. Because now they can then turn around and play the victim in all of it. Ain't that crazy? So beware of the people who play the victim. Every story they tell, every bad thing that happened in their life is always they the victim. They always the one that all this stuff is happening to. They don't know why. They don't know why. Yeah, broke out his mama's windows and everything like that. But still, I don't get why he why he did what he did. Like, I don't understand all of it. Like, we just supposed to deal with your crazy on some other level. Like, we're supposed to always be the bigger person. Listen, not everybody can be the bigger person. All right. Not everyone has that patience or that level of adult or maturity. So some of these energy vampires, they need to be careful. Because not everybody is up for you draining their energy and making them feel some type of way. And here's the last one, because I said there was 4 types, right? So this is the last one, the narcissist. This energy vampire has an inflated sense of self-importance and constantly seeks admiration and attention. They drain your energy by making everything about themselves, dismissing your feelings, and manipulating situations to serve their own ego. Not only can friends be this, not only can coworkers be this, family can be that way too. Family can be that way too. Where every time you try to tell them about something that's happening with you, they gotta one up you. They gotta one up you. Oh man, I got a flat tire on the way to work. Flat tire, man. Oh my gosh, let me tell you about the time when my tire was like, it didn't even happen at that moment, but because you opened the door by talking about something that just recently happened to you, they see that as an end to start talking about what happened to them a long time ago. You know, any issue that some people, you get to the point where you don't even go to them because you know, like you don't go to them to talk about anything because you know that eventually they're going to make it about themselves and they're not really going to listen to what you have to say about what's going on with you. They're going to make it about themselves, and then they're going to, you know, it's like at the end of it all, you're helping them with their problem. And you're like, what the heck just happened? Because I'm like, I had an issue, I had a problem, and now I'm telling you, you done flipped it. So you start talking about something that happened with you, and now I'm trying to help you with your problem. Like, how did this even happen? How did this switch happen? And that's happened several times with me. These are all the 4 different types of energy vampires. Like I said, number 1 is the energy drainer. Number 2 is the emotional black hole. Number 3 is the victim. And number 4 is the narcissist. And you meet somebody that has all 4 of those qualities in one, oh my gosh, like you be like, how am I even going to get through? Because this person requires a little bit too much of me, honey. Just really quickly, I want to play this video. I believe this one is about how you can spot them and how you can avoid them. I think this one is about that. All right, here we go.
The way that energy vampires work is that they want to create a strong emotional reaction within you. This typically means triggering a core wound. When you respond to the trigger, it creates an energetic food source. This is why their goal is to amplify deep feelings of shame, fear, or inadequacy. So this is how you're going to spot an energy vampire. Recognize how you feel during and after interacting with someone. If you find yourself feeling insecure, unattractive, self-conscious, self-critical, chances are you're dealing with someone that lower vibrational entities are working through and cording into your energetic system. Once these energy cords are established, they can continue to steal or exchange energy with you that essentially is the food source, this energetic food source that we're talking about. Now, here's the hack for no longer creating or attracting these types of energetic bonds with people. And it's very simple. Intentionally use your emotional triggers as teachers by choosing and deciding to learn from them. You do this by consciously becoming aware of unhealed wounds, working on them, thus shifting into a higher vibrational state of being that will no longer attract these types of energetic reflections. You will repel energy vampires from your field.
I love it. I love it. I love it. When you work on yourself, that person no longer has access to you because you done worked on yourself and got to a certain point in your life and in your being, that those triggers, like she says, they're no longer triggered. And there's nothing that this energy vampire can say to you to make you go into that, like she said, low vibrational way of thinking and start feeling some way about yourself. Yeah, definitely. I've had to cut certain people off because I realized that they, you know, their goal is to literally suck the life out of me and the energy out of me. And I was like, I can't have this anymore happen to me because this is not normal. I'm not supposed to feel this way interacting with people. I'm supposed to feel happy and accomplished and not feel drained. I'm supposed to feel good, and I'm not feeling that way with this person. Got one more video for y'all, and then I'm going to wrap up the hot topic with a story time. So here we go.
Energy vampires are people who sometimes intentionally drain your emotional energy. But you know what's always good is to learn the signs and what to do about it if you encounter energy vampires. But first, hi, my name is Dr. Vanessa Milagros, and I'm a licensed mental health professional here in the state of Florida. Let's get into it. They don't take accountability. They're usually involved in some kind of drama. They tend to one-up you, or they diminish your problems and play up one of their own. They place their problems right onto you. They tend to latch to sensitive and compassionate individuals. They use guilt trips or ultimatums. Is anybody catching on to the drift here? Codependent. They criticize or bully you. Can even use intimidation. Whew. All right, well, let's talk about what you can do. One is to establish boundaries. You accept invitations to different things or to help them in certain ways instead of saying, I cannot do this, and sticking to it no matter how the guilt comes up, to have the option of allowing them to suck all of the energy and life out of you once again. But we're trying to do better, right? Okay. Second is to adjust your expectations. You cannot fix them. Have you not been trying to do that all this time? Has it worked? Adjust your expectations. Do not give them an inch. You already know when you give them an inch, they will take the mile. Don't even give them the inch. Guard your emotional capacity. But of course, the first step is to always recognize that you are surrounding yourself with emotional vampires. What do you need to adjust? Where do you need to change so that you do not continue to be in that cycle of, I'm allowing you back in my life again and again and again. It's not fair to me anymore, right? It's not fair to you anymore, right? When's enough going to be enough?
She had so many good points, y'all. I'm telling you, like the stuff that she was laying down to y'all, she definitely, that was Dr. Vanessa. And the thing about it is that a lot of times when she said they latch on people who are sensitive, compassionate people, they do. Like if you're one of those people that you would literally give the shirt off your back for somebody, beware of the energy vampires that are lurking. The crazy thing about vampires, you notice that, and because we are coming up on the season of Halloween, and usually when it comes to vampire movies, they always say that they have to be invited in. And so you got to be careful on who, like she said, you invite into your circle, who you invite into your space, who you invite into your energy. You get what I'm saying? Because some people have good intentions, some people very much have bad intentions. And the thing about energy vampires is that they'll suck you dry and they'll just move right on to the next person. And when you cut off ties with them, they will literally like make it like it's you. Like they'll be like, Dad, why you don't hang out with me no more? Like, what's up? Like, what you getting brand new? You getting da 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 da. And you don't want to tell them the truth. Like, listen, you drain the hell out of me. You drain the hell out of me. I can't deal with your your energy snatching self anymore. I just can't do it. I no longer invite you into my space. I no longer want you to be around. I want to have nothing to do with you, because having something to do with you is going to cause me more mental health issues down the line. I can't allow myself to be in that space anymore. I'm sure you probably after looking at all the examples, you're probably like, let me take a scan of my circle and see which, are there people like that in my circle? Are there people that I need to like pump the brakes on, not be around, because they obviously are energy vampires? This includes family, friends, acquaintances, coworkers, church family members. Aha. You want to really look and examine your circle. I realize as I'm getting older, it's easier and easier for me to cut people off, because I'm almost at the age where I don't need a whole bunch of friends. Like, I really don't. I'm not going to say it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to have someone who I can vibe with, chill with, go out and do that's all great, But as soon as I realize somebody is not for me, I cut that person off. And it don't hurt me as much as it used to. When I was younger, I used to be afraid that I used to want to hold on these people like they were infinity stones. I had to learn to let them go, because after all was said and done, I realized that they meant nothing good for my life. Nothing good for my life. There was nothing that they could do to bring any positivity in my life. They were always bringing drama around me. They were always making negative remarks to me. They were always bringing negativity in my life. And I had to be like, yo, I gotta get rid of these people, because they mean nothing good for me. At the end of the day, you have to also realize who means good for you, and do a little bit of self-reflection, because are you that energy vampire? I know you don't want to admit it sometimes. It's hard for an energy vampire to admit that they're energy vampire, but if you realize that some of those traits fit your characteristics, you have to reevaluate yourself, okay? You have to take inventory of everything that you do and the people that you're around. Now, some energy vampires, they will feel some type of way, and they be like, well, then I just won't be around. And if you feel like I'm sucking the energy from you, this or the third. And to that, I say, please and thank you. It's good at all. But again, they won't take accountability. And if they do, if you are an energy vampire and you want to join Energy Vampires Anonymous EVA, and just say, listen, my name is such and such, and I am an EVA. I'm here because I want to get clean, I want to turn my life around, and I want to be a better person. You can work with people like that, because they are not admitting, but they are accepting that they are that, and they want to change what that is. People that don't accept it and don't want to change it, you got to let them go, baby. You got to let them go. You got to let them go. And I want to throw the fifth energy vampire in there and close out this whole thing with a little story time. See, there are energy vampires that feed on your good nature, that feed on you being a great person, and they use it to help enrich themselves, to get them to the next plateau. They will take your resources and your energy and your time and all of these things to enrich themselves, and then give you their ass to kiss. Recently, I have been in a little bit of a tug of war with myself, allowing people into my space and wanting to help certain people that simply cannot be helped. That once I gave them the help that they needed, they then, sorry guys, I had to adjust my light. They then gave me their ass to kiss. And to that, I'm done. I'm done. See, we always should strive to, and I'm not saying be religious or anything like that, but we should all strive to be more Christ-like, right? We should all strive to be someone like golden rule, do unto others as you would like them to do unto you. You want to be helpful. You want to be someone who people can rely on. They can count on you. But what happens when you are the person that is relied on and you have no one to rely on? What happens when someone takes your good nature and takes who you are as a person and, feeds on the fact that you want to be a good person and that you want to do good by people and drain the hell out of you, and then after that just walk off like, okay, did what I had to do, all right, and then try to make it seem like they have a problem with you later on in the line. You like, I don't even understand where this is even coming from, because I've been nothing but friendly and good and try to do right by you. So I say all this to say, I was part of something recently. I put my time and my energy and and sometimes my mental health on the line to help someone out. And being that person that person could call when they had an issue with something in their whatever they was doing. I can't say I was hired to do a job, because that was not what this was. This was, I'm doing something special and I need your help to help pull it off. And I'm a good natured person. I would like to think. I'm not tooting my own horn. I like, sometimes some people might watch this be like, good natured person, and she's a bitch to me. And I will happily be the villain in your story, because obviously you did something to me to make me be a bitch, because that is not what I wake up and be like, oh, I'm going to just be a bitch to everybody. No, that is not even my goal. When I wake up, I say, how many people can I help today? How can I be of service to someone today? That's how I think, right? So yeah, some people might say, oh, Kai, Lashia, however you know me, she's the villain in my story. She did this to me and that to me and this, that, third. And if I have done something petty or said something negative to you, it's because you earned it. Okay. So I don't want you to think that I don't want nobody in your circle to think that that's how I am, because I am not that way. I'm always willing to help out a hand and help someone in need. All right. So this is what this was. I'm doing something great, which I was on board with. Yeah. Heck yeah. Let's do this. The process, you know how they say trust the process. The process to getting it done was very hectic. Why? Because this person had no idea how they wanted it done. And they wanted me to read their mind and try to put the whole thing together. I mean, did not offer me any clips, maybe one clip, maybe a few pictures. And I would do something, I would send it, and it would be like maybe a day or two that would go by before I would get a response. And it's like, oh, no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this. Okay, well, tell me what you want. And I've told this story to several people throughout this process, because I'm like, am I tripping? Am I the one? Am I the one that's going crazy right now? Am I the one that is making this process hard? And I don't sugarcoat nothing. I was in the wrong because I never got a contract. I never sat down and really discussed with this person what needed to be done. I let my heart and the mission that this person wanted to achieve, I let that overtake me because I was like, I really want to do good by this person. Towards the when it started getting closer and closer to the event, I didn't even really want to go. But then I was told that I was needed. And everybody likes to be needed. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm in my own little bubble. I do my thing, I do my editing and stuff like that. And I like to feel needed. So some energy vampires, they feed off of that. They feed off you wanting to be needed. And so when you tell me you need me to be there to help you, and you know I'm a helpful person and I want to help you, I'm going to be there. All right? I'm talking about sitting up there on my phone trying to get stuff together for this person. Same time, I'm working on my show, I'm working on my game show and recording these episodes and doing all this stuff. And actually, the night that I went to this event, I was supposed to film 2 episodes of my game show, but I pushed them back to the next week so I could be there for this person because this person said that they needed me. Right? And then the 2 weeks before this whole event, what I was supposed to do, this is months that this person been planning this, and I don't know what they was doing in it, but said it was a lot of work that needed to go into doing what she was doing and stuff like that. So she said I took some of the weight off her shoulder by creating these videos. We're talking 5 videos in total. We have the promo video, we have 3 honorary videos, and then we have a video for her organization. Right? That's 5 videos. I was not supplied with any clips, photos. Again, maybe 1 clip, maybe a few photos. But majority of my time was spent doing research, writing up a script to say during the video, putting together clips, finding music to put to the whole video, sending rough drafts to this person, trying to get, this was draining my energy because this energy is better served, better used on my stuff that I got to get together. But no, I said, I'm going to help this person because this person said they need me. Ever attentive. This person can never say when they text me, I did not get right back to them. They can never say when they called me, I did not answer, or it took me forever to get back to them. This person can never say that my work was shoddy because she used my work for the event. Not to mention, this same person said she needed me to help her with the event. And what was I doing during the event? Not sitting there enjoying the event like everybody else and watching what was going on as far as from a spectator's point of view. I was working behind the scenes to make sure that her event went off without a hitch. There was a few hiccups, I will admit that, but I'm human, and it was my first time ever doing something like this. And I basically volunteered my time because after all was said and done, I only got $50 for what I put into all of the videos and the time that I put in there. She told me to be there at 3:00 in the afternoon for an event that started at 7. And then I was there until 10. 7 hours. Do you know, I could have recorded my game shows. I could have did massages during that time on a Wednesday. Tuesday and Wednesday is some of my busiest days of the week when it comes to massages. And I put that on hold to help this person, only to be told in a text message that I flim-flammed her by putting my logo in the corner of the videos that I created. Like, make it make sense. Make it make sense. I literally put certain things of mine on hold to work on what she wanted me to work on. And to be told that I flim-flammed her 4 days after the event already went off, 4 days after she already saw the videos up on the screen, we talked the day after. She had none of these complaints or whatever, or none of these things. And I sent the videos to her 2 weeks before the event with my logo on it. So if she had an issue with it, she could have definitely told me that prior to the event. It's funny because she sucked my energy dry to the point where I was just like, I said, whatever you need me to fix, I'll fix. But sometimes it was just kind of like, you don't get back to me in a reasonable amount of time for me to fix what you need me to fix. So when I'm telling you, like, I needed this information beforehand, you know, you think I'm telling you, like, I'm not going to kiss your ass. I don't care how famous you think you are. I'm not going to kiss your ass. You are only tri-state famous, honey. You're not across, like, people down south. When I talk to my family down south, they don't know who you are. So to be on some Hollywood type stuff and think that I'm just going to kiss your ass and make things just happen, just whenever you say snap, snap, snap. I mean, there was, like, we agreed on 3 honorary videos and a promo video. Then she turns around and she says, after I sent her the other, you got 2 more videos to do. I'm like, 2 more videos? What are you talking about? We didn't agree to do any of that. And because I'm not here to kiss her ass, and because I stood my ground and was telling her, listen, you're not going to treat me like one of your flunkies, because I'm not that. We're the same age, lady. We're not. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not going this route right now, because everything I'm doing right now, I'm volunteering my time. I didn't know I was going to get paid $50, because at the end of the day, she didn't pay me until after the event was done. So I literally did all this shit, not even expecting payment, not even going and saying, like, I talked to my mom and dad about it, and my mom and dad told me, they was like, yo, it seemed like it's more hassle than it need to be. You need to just cut out right now. And I was like, I already invested too much of my time, my energy, and my resources, and I already did a lot of the work, and I can't just pull out now. You know, because they saw it from a mile away. They was like, yo, something not right about this person. Something not wrapped too tight. And I've been a mom for 8 years, 8, 9 years. Because why is it going to be 9? I've been a mother. You stepped into this motherhood a year ago, and now you're like supposed to be this spokesperson for mothers. Give me a break. Give me an actual freaking break. Because you didn't give a damn about them when you wasn't one. And now you trying to make me look like, she said in the messages that she sent me that I was very unprofessional. And And then I had to look back and I was like, well, I wanted to say usually professionals get paid for their work, which I did not get paid. I mean, maybe you just tossed that 50 to me because you didn't want me to be like, she didn't pay me anything. And you didn't want to seem like you was taking advantage of somebody. So you sent me that 50 just to feel better about yourself. And then, like Chad said, what's up, Chad? What's up, Chad Anthony? I'm okay. Let me go to these comments real quick because I gotta take a break from this because I'm getting heated up. All right. I'm Young P is in the building. He said, hello. He said, all that is gaslighting. What's up, bro? We got Commander Alpha Turkey in the building. He said, hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Slim Jim Longfoot in the building. What's up, Slim Jim? He said, what we do in the shadows is a faux reality series show about vampires. One of them is an energy vampire. Hilarious in how they do it. He said, can't stand an energy vampire. Yup. Chad Anthony, music in the building. What's up, Chad Anthony? He said, hey, good people. Slim Jim Longfoot said they was doing no type of good. Exactly. And then Slim Jim also said, what's up to Chad? Commander said 100. Everybody saying hi to everybody. Chad Anthony said, I've learned to not give an answer when asked to do things for people until I actually can sit down and think if it's beneficial to me or if I'm actually going to be appreciated. And that is something that I have to learn to do. You know, it's going to take some time because I still got that good natured heart and I want to help people. And energy vampires like this person can feel that, and they know you're a good natured person and they want to feed off of that and they want to take advantage of your resources and whatnot. And Chad said, flim flam, she was tripping, and then said somebody probably got in her ear. And that's what I feel too. I feel like somebody got into her ear, and so she wanted to make it seem like I'm the crazy one. And I'm like, no, we're not going to do that, boo. We're not going to do. And I mean, I actually screenshotted the texts and I was going to show them tonight because I wanted y'all to see how crazy, just out of the blue, we went. Wednesday was the event. She'd been planning this event for good 2 months, like specifically. And here's the thing. I was sitting there like, yo, if you want me to make these videos, I got to start making them like ASAP. That way, if there's anything you want me to change, I can do it well before the time of the show so that you could have it and then my part could be completed. So I don't feel like I'm slowing down the progress of what you're trying to get done. And no matter how much I try to be that person to kind of keep the train going and keep things in motion. Thank you, Sharissa. Sharissa in the building. What's up, Sharissa Lene? Thank you for tuning in to Think Different TV's player page. Think about the daggone TV show. Oh, gosh. I mean, the game show already. That's because that's tomorrow. I'm getting mixed up. I'm definitely like my brain. But yeah, she said $50 was petty cash. When I took into consideration that time was of the essence because the event is on this day, and any person that's planning an event, you know, if you want to have visuals done, all this stuff, it has to be done well before the event. So if you have to run through it, see everything is flowing good, so that by the time the event happens, matter of fact, a day before the event, it should have been a run through. It should have been like a It should have been a run through. It should have been a kind of like a dress rehearsal. I want to say, like we're gonna run through boom, 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 just to kind of get a flow of how the program going to be. There was none of that. Yeah, I don't know when she got a chance to rehearse with the people she did the singing piece with. I don't know when that happened, but there were some other things that happened throughout the program and everything like that. But I know that what I did was significant. Had I not done my piece, there wouldn't have been any type of, there wouldn't have been any videos. Because she even told me, you know what you're doing for me? Like, you know how much, you know, I would have to pay for somebody to do that. Do tell. Do tell. You would have to pay somebody to do it, right? And you're not paying me, but it's funny because you want champagne on a beer budget. Like you want me to be this immaculate. And I don't do editing. Like editing is not like my full-time job. That's not what I do. Like I'm a singer-songwriter, massage therapist. I do other things and I edit my own stuff. But it's not like something that I actually looked into pursuing as a career because I don't have a lot of the technology to do so. And everything that I did for her was on my phone. The phone that I'm talking to you right now on, the phone that is holding me down. I did everything, editing, everything, recording the voice clips. I did everything on my phone. And I sent it to her 2 weeks before the event, making sure that I did my part. Even when the other person that she was supposed to be working on this event with, that was supposed to send me stuff to, that person didn't send in stuff until the last minute when the stuff was already done. And I'm like, I don't know what you think this is. It's done. Like what like, it's about to happen. And then I sent the final copies. When I say I sent her the final videos on the 10th, I remember that day because she wanted me to fix another video. And I called her to get some clarification because I was like, what are you talking about? Fix the promo video. And she told me, I'm sorry, I really can't be on the phone right now. I'm at the spa. What? And then she's like, well, you know what? Just don't worry about it then. Like, I'm bothering you, but this is your event. So I said, I got something for your ass. I'm going to send you all the stuff now, tonight, via WeTransfer. I'm going to finalize it and I'm going to just send it to you. I sent it to her September 10th. And then I went out and got drunk. Yes, I did. Because when you taking me to the point where I'm like, I got to get some type of alcohol in my system because this is just a little too much. I went out and got me something to drink, went to Booker's, enjoyed some music from Musically Mad, was chilling. Y'all can check on my page. Everything is date stamp, time stamp, emails sent back and forth, text messages sent back and forth. I can show receipts. So in no way was I unprofessional. And when somebody attacks my professionalism, I get really fucking nasty because I'm anything but unprofessional. Like I'm sitting up here doing stuff for you that I shouldn't even be doing because people are telling me or asking me, are you getting paid for that? Are you getting paid for that? Why are you doing that? Like, why are you doing it? People in my ear telling me I shouldn't do it because I'm not getting paid for it. I should get a contract. I should do. And I was like, dang, how true that is. I should have gotten a contract. But just like I should have gotten a contract to express payment and all that stuff like that, she should have got a contract saying that I couldn't put my logo on my work. And sorry, not sorry. My logo's on there. What you gonna do about it? See, what you wanted to do is you wanted to post it and not give me credit. You wanted to post it and make it seem like it was something that you did, just like you did with the promo video. I didn't say nothing. I let it ride. You put up the promo video like you was the one that created it, but you didn't. I did. I took the time to put it together for you, and I did that. And you posted on your page, and you didn't tag me or nothing. You didn't nothing. No, thank you for the promo video. Nothing. You put it up on your page like you made the shit, and you wanted to do the same thing with the videos that I made, and it was no dice. But it was okay for the other people that did interviews at the joint to sit up there and say to have their logo and everything around the border and perimeter of their videos at your event, but you had a problem with my logo. Think Different TV being really small in the corner is what pissed you off enough to text me at 11 o'clock at night on a Sunday after the Eagles lost, and I was already pissed. Be quiet, Sharissa. I know you're a Cowboys fan. The Eagles already lost. I was already pissed. And then you send me this message at close to 11 o'clock at night saying that I flim flammed you. No, boo boo. You flim flammed yourself. You flim flammed yourself. Because how would you think that I wouldn't put my logo on work that I did? It's nothing different from when you have music videos done, boo, and you have the person that did the video, did the filming, has their logo at the very beginning of the video. It's no different from when the person that you have the beat from still has their tag or whatever in the in the music. It's no different. People want to be recognized for the work that they do. And you got to pay real close attention to people's wording, because even at the dawn, she ain't say she was the one that made the video. She said she was the one who had her voice on the videos. You was trying to be slicky. You trying to be slick. And then you try to say I'm being slick. Ain't that funny? Ain't that funny how energy vampires are? Now, true, probably after this live, I might lose followers who bang with her or whatever and feels type of way. Notice I didn't say her name throughout the whole story, but the person know who they are, because how could they not know who they are, right? Because it happened. It's real. It's there. It's attainable. It's understandable. Like I don't understand how someone could expect people to just jump when they need them to jump, but they don't put no work in themselves to help that person along. Like, help me help you. But you want me to do the work and then tell me my work is wrong. And they say, put this in there. And I said, yo, I need this by this date. I need this by this date. Like, how am I going to put this together? I was very clear in everything that I said, because I knew how much time and energy that this whole project was going to take. And so I needed clarification, just like she would need to know what I was going to be bringing to the table right up front. It really hurt me that this person said I was unprofessional, because I showed up to her event on time. She said 3 o'clock. I was there at 3 o'clock, maybe 3:02 because the lift got lost, but that wasn't my fault. 3 o'clock, I'm there. I'm helping you carry stuff into your event. I'm helping. There was a sound check that needed to be done with, she was doing a sound check. I'm in the audience trying to, she didn't have to ask me. I was just trying to see if it sounded good. And I had to tell her, like, the band is a little bit louder. I'm helping her. Like, the other girl comes in. I see her outside. I know she's one of the people singing with her. I said, yo, come on in so you could do your sound check, because the band is in there. So you can do your sound check. She was not nowhere she was on the stage eating. Like, she was on the side of the stage eating when I grabbed this person and said, come on so you can go do the sound check. I'm caring about her event more than I needed to be caring about her event. Like, it was my event. And that's the crazy thing, is like, if I'm going to be part of something, I really want to put my all into it. And because of that, I think that's why the unprofessional comment hurt the most, because it was equivalent to, hey, oh, what's up? Oh, she said, I'm proud of you. You're in your creative space. Hey, boo. And real quick, Sharissa, she had a good point. She said she took advantage of you for sure, and you had every right to stamp your brand on your free work. Absolutely. Because like I said, I didn't know I was going to get the $50. Yeah, so I always put my all into everything that I do, because I care. And it really sucks that somebody could say that to me, knowing that I really put a lot of energy and work into doing this event. Like after she made that comment, I was having a panic anxiety attack because one or the other. I don't know if it's the same thing or whatever, but I started having an anxiety attack because I was like, I can't believe she really said this about me. After all I did, like, really? And that's what energy vampires do. Just to tie back into the original reason why I did this live. That's what energy vampires do. They feed off of your good energy to get what they want. They feed off your good energy and your resources to help get themselves to the next level, and then they give you their ass to kiss. You can do so much for somebody and they just turn on you just like that. And then to be talked to in a condescending tone, like in a text message, like I'm very disappointed in what you did. I'm like, what the freak? Like, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Like this, who do you think you are right now? Because you're not anybody to talk to me that way. Like, you don't pay for my lights and my rent. You don't, like, even if you were, like, you still wouldn't be able to talk to me this way. So what are we doing right now? Like, you think you hurt me, like you're gonna hurt my contacts and stuff like that because you feel like you were dissatisfied with my services that were for free. Like, please tell me. Please tell me. Everybody was lost during your event. You want to know why? Because you were lost during your event. You had no clue what was going on. People was coming up to you asking questions. You was just like, I can't answer that right now. I got other stuff. You're not Beyonce. But even Beyonce has a handle on what the freak is going on. It's this quote that Beyonce actually said. She said, you know, when I get into my mode, when I get into my zone, I sometimes don't eat, I don't sleep, I don't take breaks. And I get so into my zone that I forget to realize that the people around me need to sleep and eat and take breaks. And that's how she operates. She has tunnel vision. She sees that this is the goal and to hell with everything around her. And I had to deal with that. And honestly, when that event was over, I was like, now I can breathe. I felt like my life source, my energy source was being drained from me every time I had a conversation, every time I was talking about this event, every time I had something I had to do for the event. I was like, Dad, I gotta go and do this. I put it above everything of mine that I had to get together. But even with me working on her stuff, I still got my work done. I still got my show done. I still got some things recorded as far as my game show is concerned. I have to make all my visuals for my game show individually on my phone. I have to go and constantly remind people who are going to be on the show to show up for the show, which is virtual. Like, I have to do other stuff, and I have an 8-year-old. And to be thrown into my face that I'm sorry, I can't get all this stuff done because I got a new baby and this and the third. Chick, like, you can't use your baby as an excuse. What you thought this was? You can't. You can't. Like, don't think I would sympathize, because I'm not going to sympathize with that because I have an 8-year-old. And I still make shit happen, even with having an 8-year-old. So, yeah, there's that. Like, don't make it seem like I don't have a child. I had a child longer than you. So to be like, oh well, I got a new baby and you know stuff is hard. I can see how it's overwhelming, yeah, but you still got to get shit done. If you want people to do stuff for your event, you got to keep in contact with them. You got to let them know what you want done before they start doing it. You have to, when they send you a rough draft, you have to get back to them right away and let them know what changes need to be made, not wait a couple of days to go by and say, oh, I'm sorry, I got wrapped up, I was busy, and this and the third. I don't give a fuck if he was busy, because I'm busy too. Like, don't try to, like, I feel like in a way, like, it was kind of downplay everything that I had to do. And I went back to work. I'm back at work. I'm doing my massage business. I'm doing my talk show, my game show. I even got the radio show every Sunday, which you can ask Donnie O and Beck. I've been so damn consistent. I even went on there after the Eagles lost. It was hurting me, but I went on there because they Cowboys fans too, and so they was trying to hurt my feelings. Talk about some Tampa Bay Central as soon as they answered the phone. It was okay. I was like, what, Tampa Gay, the Succaneers? Yeah. You know, like, everything that I decide to do, I give 100%. If I ask somebody to help me put something together, I already have a vision for it. And I just ask for help here and there to bring that vision to life. I'm not asking people to do the work for me, which that's what you were doing. You can ask Trevo to fire her if he ever jumps on there. If you gonna ask Trevo, you can ask him, hey, did you ever have to do a whole episode for Lashia? He'd be like, no. I was there to help, not do the shit for her. And he was compensated. And I'm going to tell y'all this. I pay him $50. At one point in time, I was paying $50 every week, even when I didn't really have the money, for him to just sit in on an episode and make sure that my sound was good and everything like that. And we would trade information back and forth because I was doing a lot more at the time. But I pay him $50 every week. So he made a smooth $200 to $250 a month off of me just for an hour of time every Monday. I worked for this girl for 7 hours, don't even count the time that it took me to do the videos and to get all that stuff together and try to keep in contact with her and see if she was going, what she needed, Don't count that. But just the 7 hours alone that I spent at the event helping behind the scenes, and I got $50, that's less than minimum wage per hour. Way less. So, yeah. Am I happy? No. Will I do anything like that again? Probably not. Because she ruined it for everybody else. Nope. Nope. I as far as editing is concerned, I'm good. I'm perfectly fine in my bubble, working on the stuff that I gotta work on, working my job that I work, working my business that I have. I'm good. Am I always going to lend a helping hand to somebody who is in need of a helping hand? I will, because I have that type of heart. You know, that's why it sucks. Oh, I want to say it's equivalent to those who watch SpongeBob will know where I'm going with this one. The Krusty Krab pizza episode. Do y'all remember that episode? All throughout the episode, because Mr. Krabs, genius that he is, he says, this person called and he said he wanted a Krabby Patty, and then he said pizza, right? So then SpongeBob was like, but we don't sell pizzas, right? and Mr. Krabs, ever the inventive, he loved money, okay? Because he gonna get to the bag regardless. Next thing he do something with the hamburger, the Krabby Patty, and turns it into a pizza in a box. I don't know. Like, I don't know where did the pizza box come from. I don't even know. Like, he said, we do now. We sell pizza now. And he sends SpongeBob to this person's house, and Squidward had to travel with him. And the whole time they traveling, and I'm glad they did this episode because this is a perfect analogy. So let's say I'm SpongeBob, right? And the pizza is my good intentions and what I bring to the table. And Squidward is like all the people that was asking me, why are you doing that? You shouldn't be doing that. You're not getting paid for it. Like, Squidward is that person. All right. And the whole episode, they making this long journey to this person's house, and SpongeBob is remaining positive. And then I think at one point in time they had got lost and they were hungry. And Squidward was like, well, SpongeBob, why don't we just eat the Krabby Patty pizza? And SpongeBob was like, no, we can't eat this. This is for the customer. This is for the customer. We can't do that. And Squidward's like, give me the pizza, SpongeBob. And SpongeBob like, no, can't have it. No. And so they go on this long journey, and again, SpongeBob is remaining positive throughout the whole situation. He's keeping a smile on his face. He's keeping the customer in mind because he wants to have great service. He wants to put a smile on his customer's face. You know, I'm SpongeBob, right? And then they get to the guy's house. And the guy opens the door, and SpongeBob is like, have your pizza right here. And the guy's like, great. And he's like, wait a minute. It's supposed to come with a Diet Dr. Kelp. And SpongeBob was like, well, it doesn't say anything about a soda here. So he was like, and then the guy got downright rude. That's the person, right? That's the person. I'm bringing my good intentions and my happiness and my positivity and my work ethic and all my professionalism to your door. All right. Was not getting paid. SpongeBob did not get paid for this because, you know, Krabs wasn't paying SpongeBob. Come on, let's keep it all the way funky. SpongeBob would go to work for free. he was actually paying Mr. Krabs. So the guy slams the door in his face, and then Squidward, who's watching from a distance, sees that this happens. And so he automatically feels bad for SpongeBob because he knows that throughout this whole journey, SpongeBob has been about the customer, about bringing great service, about being that person, that hero for that person. And Squidward is like, I know SpongeBob could be annoying sometime, but I gotta go and do something to this dude. And he was the person that went to that the guy's door, knocked on the door, and the guy said, I told you I'm not taking a pizza without my Diet Dr. Kelp. And then Squidward was like, well, this one's on the house. And he slams the pizza in his face. And then They leaving, and he says, "Come on, SpongeBob." And SpongeBob was devastated because he cares about the customer, and it really hurt his feelings because he put so much into making sure that this person got what they needed. And that's how I felt. That's how I felt. I'm like, damn, like I really put a lot on the line doing everything that I did, and you just pretty much gave me your ass to kiss and made something that's so small into a big deal just so you could be able to not have to deal with me again. If you don't want to work with me again, just say that, because you felt what it was is that you don't like people calling you out on your bullish. You don't like taking accountability. You are the true energy vampire that you are, and you don't want people to call you out on your bull. So when somebody is calling you out on your bull and doing it in a very professional manner and not cussing you out like I could have, because my dad's side could have came out real quick. But I'm still keeping my mom's side in the forefront. I'm trying to stay calm. And you say that to me. So I already had in my mind that I would never work with you again because your work ethic is trash. Your professionalism is trash. How you deal with people is trash. The cockiness that you exude is bleh, trash. I don't know. I don't know, over the years, maybe you went from this sweet person that I used to know and became this monster. Maybe I was thinking of the person that I used to know, and you're not that person no more. Because how you treated me and other people that I saw you interact with was the shittiest, most devious, whatever, deviousness, whatever you want to call it. You try to act like a diva. And your attitude and how you treat people is going to bite you in the ass one day. You can only have hits for so long. You can only be relevant for so long being in the music industry. You got to constantly do stuff to keep yourself in the public eye. See, me, that's why I chose background work, because I can play the background for as long as I'm alive. I can do that. I don't have to be in the spotlight. My light just naturally shines. I can walk into a place and like I just exude it because I have this love for people. I genuinely have love for people. I don't do phony. I don't do fake. And in Philly, you're going to run into a lot of phonies and a lot of fakes with a PH, okay? And I'm not a fake person. So as soon as I feel like your energy is fake, I don't really want to be around it. It is a repellent to me. I feel like overwhelmed being around you. I feel like I can't really truly be myself because you're not yourself. So I'm like, why? Because I'm like, if I be myself, you're going to see it as being probably annoying or whatever because you're fake. And when somebody not fake like you, they annoy you. Oy vey. Energy vampires are real, y'all. It can literally drain your life force. It can drain you to the point where you're wondering like where you're near tears. Because that's how I was. I was near tears. So it was like I don't understand. I don't understand how we got to this point. But I know it's because this was your end game all along. See, energy vampires, they're very cunning. They know what they're doing. They have their plan from the jump. They know who they can use, and they know how they can use them, when they can use them, what they can use them for. And they already know that you're just a pawn in what they got going on. And then when they are ready to discard you, they'll discard you with no sweat off their brow because you already accomplished the goal that they wanted you to accomplish, to push them forward. So guys, that's a cautionary tale. Please be mindful of your energy. Be mindful of who you have in your circle. Make sure you take inventory. You know, it's almost about to be that time. We're about to go into another year. And I see that every time around this time, it's like a little bit of a purge that's happening with my life. It's always around this time of year where certain people start showing me who they are. And when people show you who they are, believe them. Let me look at these last comments. Nicole said, that's a spirit, leave it where it is. Yes. Nicole said, you're not Beyonce. Yes, got to remind them. Commander Alpha Turkey said, not everyone is built the same. And he's laughing at the sucking ears. So, y'all, remember, protect y'all energy. Love yourselves. I'm going to get out of here. It's getting late. I went a little bit over my time today, but I wanted to make sure I fully got that message across and clear to y'all. I hope y'all learned something tonight. I hope you got a lot of value out of what I've shared with you tonight. Tonight, we have an amazing music video of the week, which is Wait For Me by Bianca Ingram. She's an amazing singer, and I wanted to highlight her video as the music video of the week because she's just amazing at what she does. So I wanted to put that up. Y'all won't see me no more for the night. I really appreciate y'all. If y'all like the music video of the week, make sure y'all put fire emojis in the comments. Let me know how much you love the song so that I can put it up on the screen as it's going. And that's pretty much it, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight. Remember to like, comment, share, turn on that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any new episodes, replays, or exclusive interviews from Think Different TV. Also, if you feel like you got something out of this live and you want to share it with someone else, please do so. Share the live. Share the love by sharing the live. All right. Shout out to Invitation by Jarrell. Queen been rocking out with me since the beginning of the show. Shout out to our sponsor, Euphoria Water. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to Think Different TV's Play or Pass. And, you know, the Tournament of Champions is right around the corner in November. So make sure y'all get caught up. I will be running a marathon the week before we jump into the tournament so that you can place your bets on who you think might win it all, because it's going to be $150 that these people are battling out for. So definitely tune in, check in. I love you guys, and that's pretty much it. All right. Let me go to here, go down here, and bye.
I'm coming in hot.
Hey guys, Lashia here from Think Different TV, which is every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Shout out to my Tdtv fam all over the country. And I have a Tdtv exclusive for you concerning my sponsor, Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly, alkaline with minerals, no chemicals, no additives. It is good and good for you. If you're going to hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. You can find Euphoria Water on IG
IG under Euphoria Water. That's UPHORIAWATER. And if you live in the Philadelphia area and want Euphoria Water delivered to your home, contact Captain at 267-707-8279. And why are we in my bathroom? Well, I want to show you my new Euphoria Water shower head. There you go. It's so bright and shiny and beautiful. It took me literally seconds to set up. I just unscrewed my old one and screwed this one on. It has several different settings. You can get the jet setting. You can do the regular shower setting. It is amazing. And also to know that I have the purest water hit my body is the greatest feeling. So make sure you make this investment, because I am so happy that I made this investment. Call Captain at 267-707-8279 to put in that order, or you can hit them up on Euphoria Water on IG. I'm telling you, it's the best investment, the best thing I ever did.
Hey, this is your favorite niece, Leah. You're watching Think Different TV, hosted by Lashia, and this is the music video of the week.
Feel like I'm wasting your time, even though your time is not mine. It's our life on the line. I did everything to give you mine, and I'm sitting here wondering about everything that we've tried. Alone, and I don't wanna be here in my mind. Can you wait for me to get it right? Can you wait for me one more time? Wait for me, wait for me, wait for me, wait for me now. Wait for me trying to love myself, I don't at times. How can I love you if I can't even look me in the eye? Hiding in the dark places of my mind. I don't wanna start nothing I can't find. Lost in this contest with myself, and I wanna try it another night. Wait for me.
GoFundMe is not life insurance. The time for life insurance is now.
I go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business.
What? You mean to tell me Think Different TV has their own merch website? I just don't believe it. What? They have hoodies, mugs, toddler tees, kid classic pullovers, bucket hats, stainless steel water bottles, woman comfort tees, crew socks, kids premium tees, baby onesies, even a premium cotton t-shirt for men. And what is that? You can use the code EARLYBIRD to get 5% off of your order. And if you have Afterpay, you can split the payments. Oh my gosh, like this is just unbelievable. What colors do we have? Ooh. Fancy. That's nice. Uh-oh, Mike returns and he faces off with Shiloh Kai. Who will be victorious in this episode of Think Different TV's Player Pass? Find out by tuning in Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Think Different TV YouTube channel. Imagine a high-stakes trivia game show where contestants face off in intense battles of wit, strategy, and nerve. Every decision matters. You can take a chance on yourself or your competitor with the ultimate goal to come out on top and win the grand prize. It's not just about knowledge, it's about strategy, guts, and the thrill of uncertainty. Our enigmatic host, Bubbles, guides contestants through the ultimate trivia showdown. This is Think Different TV's Player Pass. Are you ready to pop? Catch Think Different TV's Player Pass every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Think Different TV YouTube channel. Enjoying the show? Big fan of trivia game shows? Would you like to be a contestant on Tdtv's Pop? We'd love to have you. Contact us at 267-225-1824 or email Lashia. Think Different TV, live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by me, your girl Lashia. Join me as I discuss social topics, spotlight independent artists, and share financial tips. Join the conversation. I want to hear what you have to say. Think Different TV, where minds meet. You're the reason I